Stop chasing women. You're only making a fool of yourself. If you want to get better with women but nothing's worked so far, it's time to change your approach. The modern women aren't like the women you see in those old romance movies. Constantly chasing her, sending her flowers, standing outside her balcony. Great work. You've given her and her friends some great material to laugh on. Most will linger you on. That's guaranteed. Those are her free validation investments she can return to every once in a while, when every other guy of value has ignored her. You don't want to be that pathetic loser. I'm here to give you an epiphany and a solution to save yourself from this manhood suicide. The main goal here is for you to become high value to the point where it's women who chase you. As you know, I like to keep things honest here. I'm not trying to just tell you what you want to hear to gain YouTube numbers. I couldn't care less for that. I'm here to tell you exactly how things are, so that you have a realistic view of the world when you get back to it. In life, being a chick magnet is one of the most useless powers to have. I want you to ace every sector of your life that both women and men just want to be in your presence and absorb the energy you give off. That's very doable, and I'm going to tell you how. Let's get into it. 1. Never be a chaser. Stop chasing after girls like a desperate fool. It's a terrible trait most small-minded guys exhibit. When you're always after someone, you end up losing your own value. Our human nature is wired to desire what we don't have, but once we get enough of it, its importance fades. So if you're constantly chasing girls, there's a good chance they'll reject you. Why? Because you're giving away your attention too easily. This desperate attempt to win them over will strip you of your self-respect. Instead of sticking to her all the time, try doing things alone for once. You'll see that when you're not around her all the time, it will drive her crazy for you. 2. Master the art of complimenting. Brothers, never shower a girl with an entire bucket of compliments. It looks super desperate. Occasionally, however, throw in a sincere compliment, but make it meaningful. Unlike guys, every woman hears too many compliments about their looks, even if they're really just some fives. Every cheesy bloke out there would have already told her how her eyes sparkle. To actually stand out, you'll have to go beyond the surface. Compliment something that's actually meaningful to her. If you see her really passionate about some project or simply helping others, tell her you find that pretty cool. This goes much deeper than a simple comment about her appearance. I'd also advise to make these compliments while you're in group settings and the topic permits it, not necessarily only in private. Simply show that you're observant of the little things. With this easy practice, you can improve the perception others have of you by a ton. Try it and see how your life changes. Disclaimer: everything I tell you, you must turn it into a habit. I'm not giving short-term antidotes that don't do anything substantial for you over time. To become a leader, you must live the life of a leader. 3. Choose better pain and values. The world nowadays is drowning in a pandemic of weak men, and these little boys lack self-respect and purpose. Most guys have all the information they need to truly shift their life in the right direction, but only few actually do. I want you to critically wonder why this is the case when you have the time and willpower, obviously, and also reflect on yourself regarding this matter too. Whether you choose ease or hardship, both roads are going to bring pain down the road. The weak men opt for the pain of regret over the pain of discipline. You might think that's ridiculous, but it's how it is. It's all we know with our natural, primal instinct. To prioritize the present over the future. Ask anyone who has done something with their lives. That's the worst kind of mistake you can make. It's you against the world, my brothers. You must have the discipline to tackle it head-on, even on your worst day. Those resorting to acts of desperation diminish their value. If you don't value yourself, why should anyone else? 4. Master emotional independence. Do you know what differentiates men at their core? Stronger or more dominant men know how to keep themselves content. It doesn't take any external entity or force for it. Now here's the problem with the weak-minded. They tie all their happiness to a girl, letting her have control over his emotions. Major rookie mistake. Reality is, any human can find contentment almost anywhere, quite literally. If you disagree, then I want you to answer this question down in the comments. How is it that some people who've lost everything there is to lose still have their chin up and prepared to keep fighting on, while you'll have a Karen who breaks down when she doesn't get her organic breed one day? The answer is simple. It's not the scenario to blame, it's the internal strength or weakness of the individual. This quality is what makes you stand out. When you become emotionally independent, she'll be into you because you radiate the energy she craves. 5. Be ultra-realistic with yourself always. When you're into a girl, you tend to focus only on the good stuff about her. Even her shortcomings will feel like things that make her stand out of the bunch. That's how infatuation works, brothers. It blurs out the flaws and has you looking at only the exaggerated version of her positives. But here's the deal. That's not a road you want to be on. Your goal isn't just to get girls, but also to keep the good ones around. If not, you're just wasting your time, and might as well just pay for intimacy and get it over with. So, to keep the good ones around, that requires compatibility. If you're all feelings and blocking out reason, you will end up shooting yourself in the foot. So instead of daydreaming, stay composed. Use your mind to figure out if there's even a real connection. I'm not gonna lie, it might feel awkward to acknowledge their negatives at first. You'll even want to reject those thoughts, but it's the healthy choice to make. When you actually commit yourself to someone, you're not just committing to her best side, you're also bonding with the ugliest, most heinous version of her that exists somewhere deep within. Put this knowledge to good use and see how your life elevates. That'll be it from me today. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Peace.